Hi, I'm Stasha Surdyke with Coastal Food and Wine, and welcome to Mastro's Ocean Club at Crystal Cove Promenade. We are going to sit down with Executive Chef Matt Briggs, who's going to tell us a little bit about the philosophy here and share with us some of their signature dishes. Stay tuned. Now, the tagline of Mastro's is an unparalleled experience.
Correct.
Meet me at Mastro's.
That's right.
Correctly?
That's right.
This is one of only several fish houses,
yeah,
ocean
this
clubs.
is our third, only three. This is the second of the three. And the reason we say that is unparalleled experiences because we think there's a lot of competition out there, a lot of steakhouses. And what we think we do better than anything else is quality of service. From the waiters' uniforms, our servers' uniforms, our bussers, our runners, pressed, clean, and always there to fulfill any need that our guests could have. We'll do whatever it takes to fulfill our guests' needs, from the time they step through the door to the time they get in their car and drive away, and then even after that, we call them back the next day and thank them for dining with us. So we take a lot of pride in being able to take care of our guests.
And that attention to detail goes far.
And and even though we are the Ocean Club, we are still very well known for our steaks. We have the same ingredients, same steaks as our steakhouses do. We have a little more expansive fish menu than the steakhouses do. And being
coastal, obviously,
right. But we get a little more leeway out here with features and what kind of fish I can bring in on a weekly basis to kind of kick up the menu a little bit and make, and give, because we do have a lot of regulars. And when I can bring in something really nice they don't see every day, especially something local that comes right out here, comes from right off the coast here, you see those just fly out.
Well, you're going to prepare a few signature items for us this afternoon.
Yeah, we're gonna we're gonna go straight forward. I'm gonna do one of our signature steaks, 33-ounce chef cut ribeye, and then we'll whip up some lobster mashed potatoes. All right, those are two of our best items.
Wonderful.
All right,
we're looking
forward. All right, what we have here, we've got our signature 33-ounce chef cut ribeye, bone in. This is cut right from the prime rib. So what we're going to do is we're going to season this up today. This is our famous steak dust that I was telling you about earlier. We get that nice and covered. Get rid of the excess here. We like to tap it down on the board. So it's nice and orange. Got a nice coating, but not overly seasoned. Just the perfect amount. And we take this big bad boy and we stick it on our 1500-degree infrared broiler. Signature lobster mashed potatoes. This is, if you're on a diet trying to lose weight, this is not the dish for you. This is butter, cream, and very decadent made lobster. So what I've got here, got my heavy cream to start, 4 ounces of whole butter, salted. I've got 1 live made lobster that we've already poached. We've taken all the meat out of this, rough chopped it. This is what he looks like before we get into all his meat. Clean out the insides a little bit, pull that meat out, and then we're just going to warm that up. It's already cooked, we're just going to warm it up just to get it heat up through so we can put it over top of our garlic mashed potatoes and our little charred scallions. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these. These have been thrown into the broiler for a few minutes to get nice kind of crispy and a little charred flavor to it. So I'm just going to get a little 2 ounces heavy cream. Going 4 ounces of whole butter. Let that cook down. Yes, I told you this is going to be very, very decadent. This is a special seasoning that we use for our lobster mashed potatoes. It's got a little bit of Old Bay. It's got some paprika. It's got chili powder, ground chili flakes, all kinds of stuff. All the stuff Grims are made of right there. Anything that you ever want to taste good is right in there. Get that nice and warm. My scallion next. Nice and creamy, little color, a little bit of an orange-pink hue to it. Lots of big chunks of lobster. Those scallions get a good color in there with the green. And then we're going to, we're just about ready to put garlic potatoes. I'm going to give them just a real quick whisk. Fresh made, nice and hot. Make sure they're fluffy and light. What I'm going to do is mound these up nice and high. We're going to want them flat in the bowl. kind of ruins the presentation, but we give a good amount of sauce. Grab the claws. Put them right there. Oh, come here, you. You're not getting away from me that easy. Come here, buddy. There we go. Like this. Just take the sauce right over the top. Put that lobster rack meat right there. Just kind of let it fall all over the place. You know, it looks very buttery, very creamy. But once you get to the table and it hits the table, you give it a good stir. One of our very skilled servers will mix that in there, so just all the flavors come together. The garlic, the butter, the scallions, and lobster all comes together with that special sweet steak. So what I'm going to do with this, we're going to plate this up on our 400-degree plate. We're going to put a little bit of a compound butter of roasted bone marrow and Cabernet right over the top. Let that melt in, and then we're ready to eat. Okay. We've got a 400-degree plate right there. We'll take our nice, yes, our nice giant ribeye. We'll slide this over right here. Take my compound butter of roasted bone marrow, Cabernet. We put this together earlier this week. All right, we'll lay that right over the top of my steak. Got some fresh chopped parsley. Put that chopped parsley right over the top of it. Our lobster mashed potatoes, our signature butter cake, caramelized sugar on top, strawberries, oranges, raspberry sauce, vanilla bean ice cream. That's a Mastro's dinner right there. And that's why people keep coming back right there.
Matt, this looks absolutely outstanding. Why don't you describe these for our guests?
Okay, well let's start. We'll start with this big hunk of meat right here. This is what we like to call the Flintstones dinosaur chop.
The Flintstones dinosaur chop?
It's our 33-ounce bone-in ribeye. Like I said before, we put in a little bit of our steak dust, put it in our 1500-degree infrared broiler, finished it in the oven just to give it, bring it up to temperature without burning it too much, without charring it. Got it to where we need it to be. And we finished it off with a little fresh parsley, and then today I put a compound butter of roasted bone marrow and Cabernet, California Cabernet in there. So just over the top, let it melt in, and keep the steak nice and moist. Give it a little extra flavor, a little extra fat, just so it makes everything pop. So then next we got our signature lobster mashed potatoes, which is our house-made roasted garlic whipped potatoes, and then we sauteed a whole live Maine lobster in a little bit of butter, special seasoning, and just a touch of cream to keep it nice and emulsified with some roasted scallions over the top of that. And that's enough for one small person. Right? Okay. And then our signature warm butter cake. And that is our warm yellow cake infused with more butter than you could possibly digest. A little bit of cream cheese filling in the middle just to keep it moist. Give it a little gooey texture. Finished off with our vanilla bean ice cream, little strawberries, oranges for color, and then some homemade raspberry puree over the top of it.
Absolutely beautiful. Thank you for joining us at Mastro's Ocean Club in Crystal Cove, Newport Beach. I'm Stasha Surdyke with Coastal Food and Wine. We'll see you next time.